Who I got? There you go, girl. Baby, there. How you doing, sweetheart?
Good, I'm great, thank you.
Good. First of all, God bless. Bentley, Cokes, Greenhorn, Travis, Travis J, Justin, Chidozie, Shedeur, Shiloh, Will, Cam, Herm, Cardell, Mark, LeJontay. Proud of each and every one of these young men for what they're doing, what they're accomplishing, and what they're doing for the program. This is phenomenal. Thank you all for coming. This is tremendous, a tremendous boost for our program, what we're trying to accomplish here at CU, and I appreciate you. I do not take you for granted one bit. Let's go. As always, ladies first.
Yep, Josina, you want to start us?
Well, just first of all, putting everything into context, how does this feel, just the culmination of all your work when you think of your whole road and everything you started going back to HBCUs and then being at this point where you're actually seeing your son and all of these NFL people here to, basically do the review?
Well, forget me. This ain't about me. This is about all these kids that took a chance on us, chose us before they chose anyone else and wanted to end here and end right. That's what I'm proud of. I'm proud of just seeing how they have persevered through the journey. You don't know what's on the back page of their lives and what they've gone through. The stories of LeJontay and Jimmy and Chidozie and Travis J, and we have several of these young men that have kids, and them being the father that they desire to be, and having that energy and that want and that need and that desire to be a better man, not just a better athlete. I'm thinking about those journeys, and I'm proud of each and every one of them for where they are right now.
Nikki, go ahead.
Coach, just for you, how has this journey been, this draft process with Shedeur and Shiloh? What messages have you been telling them?
For me, try to be kind. It's been wonderful, expected, but somewhat ignorant. You guys know. When they put Sanders on their back, they get attacked by some of you in here right now. Some of you have done your jobs at an extreme level and a high level and stated the facts, but when it gets to the opinions, the negativity of opinions, just because their dad was extremely and is extremely successful, that's not fair. And I think sometimes we step outside the lines, but that's what we get when we start compensating collegiate players. They're in it, and they're attacked. Once upon a time, we had a wall around them, and we couldn't say nothing about it. Now, it's the more popular they are, the more money they are compensated. You guys shoot at them like they're an adult. So you keep forgetting sometimes they're young men. But I'm thankful that we prepared for this from childhood on. They're built for this, and they're ready for this.
Coach, just care to talk about love against trust.
Put it in perspective.
How hard is it to love something you can't trust?
You talking about my morning message?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just say that. It's hard to love what you don't trust, and hard to trust what you don't love. I'm gonna just put it like that. It's self-explanatory. That's a mic drop, but I'm gonna keep on going.
Pat, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
My man.
Hey, Shiloh's, forecasted maybe in the second half of the draft, whatever.
Yeah.
What's your pitch to the team about why
Well,
he should be drafted?
Shiloh got several years of film that are impeccable. Shiloh had one negative game that we could denote. Shiloh's been consistency, a pillar of consistency. Shiloh is an old school player playing up under these new school guidelines. Shiloh is a dog. He ran, surprisingly, I'm pretty sure he surprised a lot of you guys of his 40 time today. And I'm so darn proud of him. He does not take a back seat to his brother. He does not take a back seat to anybody. He's a worker. And he's a go-getter, and he's a dog. He's a doer. I love what he represents. I love who he is on and off the field, and he's a great young man. I know some other bull junk came out, but he fulfilled all his financial obligations. These issues appear to have risen due to disruptions in the payment process. This is from his attorney, following the termination of Mr. Sanders' online account access. So he's good. He's
Brandon,
good.
go ahead.
Coach, with Shedeur throwing today, is it going to potentially help him more by working out or helping his teammates and kind of showing what kind
I
of
don't
teammate
know.
he is?
I'm not a. Shadeur's a great teammate. He's never been a bad teammate.
But I'm saying by displaying that to everybody here.
He needs to throw. He needs to get out there and let you see it. He's been like all of a sudden at the conclusion of the year, after 4,000 some yards, I don't know how much he has for his career. All of a sudden his arm is weak. But he completed, I think, a 50-some yard pass rolling to his left in overtime. So I don't know when his arm got weak. He protects the ball. I think he has the highest completion percentage in college football this past year. He's a pillar of consistency. But you got to understand, when that last name is on your back, you're going to be attacked and ridiculed and naysayed. So we're built for that. He was raised for this moment. I can't wait to see this quad of receivers do their thing today. They're going to have a good time because this may very well be the last time that they're on the field together. So I think they really plan on having a good time. I know he's locked in and focused.
Coach, he's only one of 2 quarterbacks ever, 14,000 yards and 70% completion.
Oh, my God. And what did they say about him? He can't do what?
One
of 2 quarterbacks in the history of college football.
Yeah. Coach,
Run, tell that.
Ryan, go ahead.
Coach, what will it do for the program to have 2 players go so high in the draft?
It's tremendous, but one is a little different than the other because one is a lot more criticized and scrutinized than others. Like I said probably a year ago, they should be going 1-2. That's the way I feel, and I'm going to stand by that. And I think they're the 2 best players in this draft, tremendously. But we've already won. We came from an HBCU, man. We've already won. The game is over. The game has been fixed. We got it. We win. Now, once they get drafted, it's a race to the second contract in dominance. That's what it is.
Coach, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, when you first got here, you talked about it being the year of hope and the
Yeah.
year of expectation, and that's what this group did.
Yeah.
They restored expectation.
True.
Moving forward, what do you see?
I haven't come up with that one yet. Yeah, this is the trilogy, right? I haven't come up with it yet. I'll come up with a good one for you. Yeah, I like you. That's what to keep me on my game. I appreciate it.
Coach, can you speak to the possibility of Shedeur being coached by Kellen Moore, who's coached recently?
Say it again.
Speak to the possibility of Shedeur being
Where's that? The what?
Yes, sir.
The Saints?
Yes, sir.
I like their colors. I like their colors. I like the city. I like the food. I like the people. I like the possibilities.
Coach, Mary, go ahead. 1 sec. Mary, go ahead.
Oh, hi, Coach. I cover the Browns. Just wondering, I know that Shedeur and Travis had dinner with the Browns last night. I'm not sure if you were part
I
of
just
that.
spoke. I wasn't there. I go to sleep around by 7.
Oh, okay.
I just spoke to the owner, and he was truly delightful. He was truly pleasant. It was charming. It was engaging, and it was cool. It was all right. He's a good guy, and I like him. I like him.
Coach,
I think one of those guys gonna be there.
Caitlin, go ahead.
Hi, Deion.
How you doing?
Nice to meet you. Going back to what you said about the process being a little bit ignorant, do you think Shadeur has been held to a different standard?
Always. His last name is Sanders. You're darn right. I'm held to a different standards, but I don't care. We are here to change the game. So you're going to be held to a different standard. I like that. All the kids that play for CU are held to a different standard. When we walk into the city, and the way you report on us, you're held to a different standard. So we cool with that. Ain't nothing changed about that.
Coach, I'm wondering, do you have a story, favorite memory from your time doing pre-draft workouts?
No, I didn't work out. I just did what I did. I didn't stretch before I ran the 40, because the cheetahs don't stretch before he go get his prey. I wasn't nervous. How can you be nervous about running? If somebody shot a gun right now, you'll run. You wouldn't be nervous about it. So it don't make sense to me. Like, I want these guys to relax and have a good time. This is a game. You gotta have a good time while you're playing this game, while you're enjoying this game. This game has an expiration date. Therefore, we gotta enjoy it while we have an opportunity to.
A couple more, Tyler, go ahead.
Coach, you mentioned the wide receivers that are going to run some routes later. Obviously, Will has had a really good day so far. And you guys have talked about how you feel like he's a pro since
Will
he got
is.
here. Just kind of how nice is it to see him have a great day like this, and what are you looking for from him for the next?
Well, sometimes you got to get home to relax and to really just be who you are. And you're saying he's had a great day thus far because he's home and he's relaxed. This is the crib for him. Maybe when he was in the Big 12 Pro Day, he was probably still upset that he didn't get invited to the combine, which I felt like he should have. But this kid can play this game. I talked to a lot of the scouts earlier about how fond I am of his game and his consistency thereof. So he's a big-time receiver, 50-50 ball. He's gonna get that more times than not. And I just love his character and what he brings to the table and what he brings to the practice field day in and day out. He's a tremendous asset.
Okay, Jack.
Just when you hear
Hold on, dog. Say it.
Jack Carr,
Jack Carr. My man.
good to see you.
Good to see you, sir.
I
I guess when you hear other teams and scouts talk about the character of your players, just how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel great because that's what we stress. That's who we are. We're aware and we want to know what they say about us when we're not in the room. That's I think the biggest impression that you could have on somebody, what they say about you when you're not in the room. And our young men, they get it. We've gone over this. We poised them for this moment, and we talk about all the time maximizing your moments. The only reason we are, when I say we, I say all of us are where we are today is because we've maximized our moments. You know how many people want to be sitting there holding the camera, want to be holding that mic, want to be shooting this, but God chose you because you maximized your moment, and you still ain't done because you have another level of elevation that God is going to introduce you to. So I'm proud of all y'all, not only our kids, because you maximize your moments, and that's what we teach.
Last one, Joe, go ahead.
Hey, first of all, believer, thank you very much for that message. I want to say this. I was up here 15 years. This is the most exciting spring. I mean, it wasn't like this before you came. And I just also want to thank you for bringing the excitement back to this program because this is the best place to be. And I'm 100% right with you on that. Hey, real quick, last one. Jimmy Horn Jr., you played a big part in his life. How proud are you of Jimmy Horn today?
Well, Jimmy Horn Jr. has played a big part in my life as well. I love him, I appreciate him, I admire him, his tenacity, his consistency, his endurance, what he brings to the table, just his smile. He's never jealous or envious of any of the other receivers or anyone on his team. And what this man has gone through is tremendous. It could be life-changing for many, but he's used it to catapult himself to the next level. Any team that drafts Jimmy Horn is going to get a blessing. And I mean that. And I'm proud of him, and I was reminding him that his dad is somewhere watching right now. Matter of fact, he's in this state. And I know he's proud of his son because his son is like that. I love me some Jimmy Horn and all these guys on this list. Give me one more.
Titans, go ahead.
Coach, I know you said you want your guys to go 1 and 2. Does it make a difference on the preference there? Or what would you tell the Titans if they're asked you about these guys?
I think we have the most qualified guys in the draft. They're not a risk. Like, Shadeur's been doing it year after year after year after year. Shedeur has led college football in this. Travis ain't nobody like Travis. So the surest bets in this draft, I'm not a betting man. I'm a godly man. But the surest bets in this draft are those 2 young men. And I just stuttered or stammered when I said that. Did I?
No, you didn't.
All right. Mic drop. Let's go.
Thanks, Coach.
Product of truth.
Coach Brewer this week.
Excuse me?